Hello, welcome back to the conservatory. In this video I'm going to talk about toolkits, particularly if you're just starting out getting your first toolkit. I've got a friend who owns a little NC29 and I help him out occasionally. He's a young lad and every time he comes around he turns up with basically a really bad set of tools. He's got a cheap socket set and basically the tools that came with the bike. So I keep saying to him, you need to get yourself a decent toolkit. You're never going to be able to maintain your bike without it. But he keeps moaning about the price. So we had a little challenge and I said I could get you everything you need to get started for under £100. Me and my big mouth. I started looking around, I did a bit of research and I started off looking at Halfords. Now I'll bring up a picture of the toolkit. They have a toolkit, it comes in a nice little storage unit with drawers and it looked quite promising to start off with, and it was about £90. When you look into it in more detail though, I kind of rejected it because it's got a mixture of metric and imperial sockets. Now if you're working on Japanese motorbikes, in fact pretty much anything built after 1980, you're never ever going to use the imperial stuff. Yes, if you get into an old Brit bike or for whatever reason decide to get into a Harley Davidson, you will need the imperial tools. But let's be honest, for most of us, we're going to be working on Japanese bikes and everything is metric. So I kind of rejected that toolkit. Also it had a very limited range of spanners and sockets. I think it only went up to about a 19mm socket and a 17mm spanner. So we skipped past that one. I then had a look at Argos. They had a few tool sets. They looked particularly cheap and nasty and they were way over budget. So no good Argos. B&Q's didn't really have anything. Had a look at Euro car parts and they had a set from Draper that looked like this. Again, it was a mixture of imperial and metric, so we rejected it. Tried looking around online at various other places until eventually I came to the Machine Mart website and that's where I found this. So it's a Clarke 90-piece toolkit. It looked fairly comprehensive and the nice thing for us is it's purely metric tools. There are no imperial tools in there. So we went for this. The current price for it is about £107. So it's a bit more than £100 I discussed, but like all good racers I came up with a little cheat that I'll tell you about at the end of the video. So let's unbox it. The only thing that put me off it is the fact that it comes in a cantilever toolbox. And if you've ever had one of these, you'll know when you open it out, they do take up quite a lot of room and you end up tripping over them. So I would have preferred to have seen it in a drawer unit, but this is all that I could find. So, and all the drawer units they had seemed to have that same old issue of a mix of metric and imperial stuff. So we went with this, we'll live with it, but I suppose on the plus side, it will make an ideal secondary toolkit that I can take with me when I do track days and racing. It's nice and easily portable. And I imagine a lot of you who are starting out probably are going to be working out on your parents' drive or out in the street. So you really want a toolkit that you can carry around. So what does the toolkit come with? Well, you have half-inch set sockets. So it's a half-inch drive, ratchet, and a whole range of sockets going all the way up to 24mm, which should do most jobs that you need on the bike. We're probably going to have to buy another 27mm socket because I know that's what's used on the axle nuts. So straight away we're going to have to supplement it with another socket. In the next drawer down we've got assorted pliers, so we've got needle nose and we've got a set of side cutters and a tape measure, and as you can see it's that cheap, already the stickers are coming off. Okay, on the other side we've got a range of 1/4-inch sockets, various screwdriver bits and Allen key bits, handles, extensions, the quarter-inch ratchet, and an extension come Tommy bar with a 1/2 inch. Next tray down, range of screwdrivers, flat-ended, and yeah, they're not body drive, they're just ordinary Phillips. Probably going to need a slightly bigger Phillips, and in fact I might even get myself a set of JIS standard screwdrivers. If you've ever worked on Japanese cars or motorbikes, you'll find that the standard screwdrivers don't really fit their fasteners properly, and that's because the Japanese use a thing called JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard. And it's a slightly different profile to a normal Phillips, but we'll see how we get on. There are ways and means of doing it. So, and then the final drawer that is all shrink wrapped has got a set of spanners, and they go from 6mm, was that an 8mm, no, it was a 6, so they go from 6mm all the way up to 17. Now again, we may need to add a 19mm spanner to it, but we shall see as we go along. Got a set of Allen keys going from 1.5mm up to 10mm. That should be all we actually ever need. Set of mole grips. Now these are really quite handy for those odd stubborn fasteners, stubborn screws that you can't get out using the screwdriver. And finally, for some reason, a set of plumber's pliers. Now these things are really quite useless. Their main purpose in life is chewing up nuts and bolts, but they will make a good set of pliers. They'll be handy for holding stuff. So we'll keep them in there and we'll see how it goes. What else have we got? Silly little plastic craft knife. These are a real waste of time, so we'll probably throw that away and replace that with a decent Phillips knife. Everything has got this blow moulded sort of plastic trays in there to hold everything in place. I think one of the first things I'm going to do is actually remove these trays, and I'm going to move the spanners from down here up into this tray, and it'll probably all get reorganised as we go along. Obviously there are some bits that are glaringly missing. There's no hammer, so we're going to have to get a small hammer and a soft-faced hammer. There's no normal nose pliers for some reason, but we'll see how we get on. And yeah, so that's the toolkit I bought. It did come in, like I said, it was £107, so I lost the bet, or did I, about getting it in under £100. Well, little tip for you. If you sign up with Machine Mart to receive regular email updates and just register with them, they will send you 2 or 3 emails a week with their various special offers. Most of them for things that you may not be interested in. But every now and again they will do a discount voucher, which gives you the VAT off, so a 20% discount. And it just so happened I had one of these vouchers and it was the right time to get the 20% off. So actually this whole set came in at just under £90. So I did win the bet after all. Yeah, I've got no affiliation to Machine Mart, so there's no other reason for recommending it than this is what I managed to find. However, if Machine Mart do want to sponsor me and send me lots of tools, I'll more than happily take them. So yeah, so that's the toolkit we're going to be using. It's a good little starter. I think for the price, it'll do someone if you've got a son or a daughter who's just getting into motorbikes. Get them this toolkit, save them nicking all your tools. So that's it. There is my first toolkit.